Today we're going to talk about the laws of exponents, and we will begin our conversation with the product rule. The product rule states that if I have two powers, each of them to a like base, in this case a, and I multiply those powers, then a to the m times a to the n will equal a to the m plus n. Put in a real-world situation, and to show you that it works, let's suppose we wanted to figure out a to the 4 times a to the 3. Well, we know what a to the 4 is. It's just a times a times a times a. And we know that a to the 3 is a times a times a. If we multiply those two powers, we'll get 7 a's lined up. A times a times a times a times a times a times a, which is simply a to the 7. And so we see that a to the 4 times a to the 3, when we expand it out, equals a to the 7. And that's what our law says. Our law says that if we have like bases and we multiply the powers, we will simply have to add the exponents. Okay, well, let's get a question here. Suppose we were asked to simplify each of the following and to state our answer only with positive exponents. Well, we'll start with the example 4b cubed times a to the 4. Well, we know that 4b cubed, we can think of it as a term, and we can think of a to the 4 as another term. And if we do that, the way that we're going to correctly multiply these two terms together is first to multiply the coefficients. The coefficient is the number in front of the term, and in the case of the second term here, a to the 4, that coefficient is a 1. So we begin by determining 4 times 1, which is 4, and then we take the exponent on b and the exponent on b in the second term, which is 0, and we add them. 3 plus 0 gives us b to the 3. And then we take the exponent on a in the first term and the exponent on a in the second term, which is 0 plus 4, and we get 4b cubed a to the 4. And it's convention in mathematics to put our variables in alphabetical order within a term, so we get 4 a to the 4 b to the 3. And that's our final answer. That's a 4 there, by the way. Not an 11, it's a 4. Okay, great. So we move to our next question. Our next question, a rather simple one, perhaps. Y times y. Well, maybe we can, to use our product rule, we can think of y as being 1y, and think of y as being 1y over here. And when the exponent is not visible, it's a 1. And so what we get is 1 times 1 as our new coefficient, which is 1. And then we simply add our exponents. 1 plus 1 is 2. And a more common way of expressing 1y to the 2 is to simply call it y to the 2, or y squared. Our next product rule question is 2xy times xy cubed. Well, sometimes we find it helpful to put the coefficients in and to put the exponents in. So if they're not visible, they're 1s. And now we're going to multiply our coefficients. 2 times 1 is 2. We're going to add the exponents on x. 1 plus 1 is 2. And add the exponents on y. 1 plus 3 is 4. So our final answer should be 2x to the 2, y to the 4. Bingo. And our final question is a cubed b squared times 3b a to the 4 times 3ab to the 4. Well, our coefficient here is a 1. Now you don't have to write these in if you don't need to. The exponent on b is 1, and the exponent on a is 1. So we multiply coefficients. 1 times 3 is 9. We add the exponents on a. 3 plus 4 plus 1 is 8. And we add the exponents on b. 2 plus 1 plus 4 is 7. So our final answer is 9a to the 8, b to the 7.